Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Active Love Adoptions podcast. My name is Alyssa, and I'm with my mom, Heidi. And today we have Brooklyn, who was adopted through our agency, and we've known her family forever.
Yeah.
And we love them so much. And she's been so kind as to kind of share her adoption story, journey with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when your mom called, I took the adoptive family line.
Oh, cool.
With when a long time ago. And I was the person she talked to that got her to go through the agency.
That's awesome.
So I've known her forever.
Okay, so just out of my curiosity, what was the phone call like on your end? Because you guys were still new. And again, we're part of the OG families, not really, but like, what was that like from your end?
Having her talk to me? Well, with any adoptive family, I can give you hope because I've been there.
Yeah.
And done that. And so I walked her through my experience
That's awesome.
of being an adoptive mom. And I mean, I'm honest, the paperwork is grueling
Oh, I'm sure.
and it's difficult, but and the waiting, I mean, the paperwork and stuff, at least you're busy.
Yeah.
The waiting part is the hard part because then you're just literally waiting for someone to tell you that they deem you worthy to raise their child, which they should have that choice.
Yeah.
But it's just that, am I good enough? Will someone pick me? That kind of mentality is all in your
anxious.
head. Yeah. It makes you, yeah. And that you just want, but as soon as they put her in my arms, as I hit her, as soon as you pick that baby up and you have that, you don't remember anything else that took you to get there. And that's what I told her. I'm like, I can guarantee you, once you hold that baby in your arms, you will not remember any of the struggle that you went through to get to that point.
That's
so
awesome.
all of that will go away. And I talked to her periodically too if she needed it. I mean, that's what I was there to do.
Yeah.
To help calm your fears or.
She waited a while.
Yeah.
Just like, again, that anxiousness and that aching of your heart. Just after waiting for so long. And then hopefully, like you said, it just melts.
Well, as soon as, that baby's in your arms, you don't remember how long you had to wait.
Good.
It just goes away because you're now distracted with a beautiful baby that you have in your arms. And you're like, oh, I would do it all again. Until you do it all again. You're like, oh, I remember this part. This is the not so fun part, but it's all worth it.
Good.
Of course, it's all worth it.
I love that.
So,
A good start.
yeah.
Good.
So now you know what your mom, because I literally, your mom. I talked to her for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how we got so close.
Yeah. Yeah, these families are closer than close.
Yes.
Very.
We've been on dates. We've all worked in the same place.
Yep.
Adopted
We all
multiple
went to the
children.
same schools.
All the same schools. All the handful of black children in the same school.
Yeah, it was all us.
It literally was just us.
Me and Kaylee were just talking about it. Like there was like only like 4 of us, and I'm sure you guys were probably one of them.
Probably. I know. I was like, I think there was 5 of us in high school at the time, and 2 of us were me and my brother.
Yeah.
So, and then you and Chris, and then maybe one other random person.
Yeah.
Probably Ibrahim.
Probably.
Shouldn't mention that name on here.
Well,
but
there's Kendra. Kendra went, but then Jacob. They went to another
Jacob
school.
went to
Rude.
Jacob did Alta 1 year, and then he went over to Corner Canyon.
Yeah, there was literally only a handful of us.
Yeah, there wasn't many.
No. So everyone's like, "Oh, you're adopted." Like, how dare you can know that? It's fine. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Good time.
High school was great.
Yeah, we love high school.
And now you've moved on.
Adulthood.
Woohoo!
Also great. Love that.
You don't seem very sure of yourself. She is.
Oh, I'm sarcastic.
Okay, you're both sarcastic.
Yeah. I'm just really obnoxiously forward sarcastic, and you will be forced to laugh at it. It's fine. My trauma is your gain. It's
There you
fine.
go. That's a good way
I
to
like that.
leave it.
Adoption in a nutshell.
I like that. My trauma is your gain.
Well, that's why we have you here, so you can kind of talk about that.
Yes. I feel special.
You do. Woohoo.
I don't know where to look, so sorry, cameras.
Well,
I don't
it
make eye
doesn't matter.
contact.
You just look forward or at us.
I like that better.
Okay. You can just look at us. You don't have to worry about them.
The pretty faces, because that's terrifying. I'm like, again, I'm the photographer.
Yes.
And now I understand why the kids are so scared when you put these in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be.
I have to hold like a fish over my head.
The little toys.
Like, you know, the stupid bass fish that flops?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hold over my head. And then they start laughing.
That's so
It's
funny.
great.
That would be funny.
It's the only thing that gets them to smile.
That would be funny.
Because
though.
that's scary.
Yeah, I know. Well, and you have 3 of them
Yeah.
here. So
It's good. I'll give you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start? From the get-go, your mom
Yeah.
get you.
So my mom, so before I came into the picture, my parents had 3 boys biologically. And they're like, I just want a girl so bad.
Yeah.
And
She did.
she really did.
She really did.
And they couldn't have any more kids. They weren't supposed to. It was not good on my mom's body. There was a lot of other medical issues that went with that. And so they're like, well, we'll just put in some adoption papers. And they waited and waited. Mm-hmm. And then you guys come, they're like, we've got a little boy. And she was so baby hungry at the time. And she's like, give me the boy. Give me the boy.
Just give me a baby.
Yes. She's like, I want the babies. And so she got a little boy. And then
She took the boy.
2 months later, you guys called again. We have a girl. And my poor dad is just like, we need the girl.
No.
Thanks. But also like, what are you guys doing? Like, as a parent now, I'm like, I would never.
How could you do it? Well, she always says that, and mine are, they're 10 and a half
Yeah,
months
me and my
apart.
sister are 10 and a half months apart.
Goodness.
And she's like, I don't, and then I had the 2 boys, so it was like 24 to 29. I had 4 kids.
No thanks.
By 29,
No,
I was done. So
that's
had
what I
4
say.
of them.
I would like to think that that was my mom.
Your mom kept having them
Yeah.
because
well,
I only have 4 kids, and your mom's got what, 12?
12.
Yeah,
But what's funny is she wanted 4 originally.
yeah, she did.
And then she
Kept going.
tripled it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
yeah, that's the funniest part is it's just like she got me and then she found out she was pregnant for the last time and we were
Yeah.
just like, oh dear.
Wow.
She had those 3 really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Houston are 2 months apart.
Yeah.
And then Stockton, I want to say is a year and a half younger than I am, maybe just a year. And then after she had Stockton, I begged and begged and begged for a sister, like my 4-year-old does to me now.
Yeah.
I understand that now. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, like, you can wait.
Not yet.
But yeah, my beloved mom, she's like, everybody needs their sister because my mom didn't have a sister until
Yeah.
she was 14.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I will get you a sister. So she called again and we adopted a sister from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And she's also, I think she's 2 years younger than me. So my mom had 4 kids under 4
Yeah. That's it.
all at the same time, 2 boys and 2 girls. And again, I would never do that. That's a horrible idea. And so it was the 7 of us for a while. It sounds so bad. So many kids.
Yeah.
And then we did foster care.
Yes.
And we had so many kids in and out of our home throughout the years. And it was such a wonderful and heartwarming and humbling experience.
Yeah.
And I loved those foster kids. There's some that always just leave that impression on your heart.
Yeah.
And
I think it would be very hard
oh, yeah.
because, I mean, I looked into foster care. In fact, African American babies with the state were classed with children that were older, just due to race.
Interesting.
So if we wanted to go through the state, we had to take the foster care
The foster
classes.
care. Oh, that's a lot of classes too.
Even if you just wanted the African American newborn, you had to go through the foster care program because the African American babies were in that because they were deemed special needs.
I didn't
Weird,
know that.
right?
I didn't
That
know
is
that
really
either.
odd.
Yeah, yeah.
We're special.
And so, yeah, and so we took those classes.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm like, I want a child so bad that I was afraid I wouldn't be able to let that child go.
Yeah.
Once I had them, and I'd fall in love with them so much. I don't know how to let go.
And that's exactly what the hard part was.
Yeah.
My mom still says that. She's like, every time the hardest part was to let go.
How do
And
you get past that?
it's still just
the emptiness,
right? You know? And that's,
I guess that's like birth moms though go through.
yes.
I mean, that's the gift they've given us. So.
Yes. And it's true. But it hurts. Like, you know, when you give a child up in any way, like even just giving them to school for
I know.
half a
It breaks
day.
your heart that you're
does.
gonna miss them and stuff. And
Like
then they get older and start talking back to you and you're like, no, go ahead.
Never mind.
You're okay, go right.
We need the full day. This daycare isn't long enough.
Yeah.
No, it's true though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've had all the foster kids, and then, you know, some of them ache your heart. And then there was 2 in particular that really touched all of our hearts. And they came to us at ages 2 and 3.
That's the 2 girls, right?
Yeah, 2 girls. And we fell in love with them. And then the state gave them back to their mom.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's really hard, again, when you bond with someone and then you see them going back into a situation that you know isn't good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got them back.
Yes, we did end up getting them back, I think, a year later than that.
Yeah. But then you also think what trauma that gives them.
Yeah, they came back very different.
Yeah.
And
Because a year is a long time.
Yes. And it wasn't different necessarily in a bad way, but it's just like they learn over that year to not trust people again.
Yes.
They revert back into their survival skills. And so as 2 and 3-year-olds, like I can't imagine. And so we were like, we want to take them now. Like we have this opportunity. And then their mom had a boy right in the middle of that.
Oh.
So
Do you have a brother from them too?
I do.
Oh, okay.
And so he was in the NICU.
Oh, okay.
And so we adopted the 3 of them. And then we got a phone call 3 years later. Same thing. The mom had 2 more girls.
Oh my God.
And ages 3 and 2.
Oh, wow.
And they came to live with us for a minute because we're like, we don't want to separate the sibling group.
Yeah.
And then the state gave the mom custody again.
Yeah.
And we were just like, you've got to be kidding.
Yeah.
And then we did end up getting them back shortly later. And we're like, yes, let's adopt them. But when they came back, they were like almost completely different children.
Yeah.
The survival needs from that they needed were so intense. Like one came back and the only 2 things she would eat were Cheetos and chocolate milk.
Oh, wow.
That's it. As a like 2-year-old, 3-year-old.
Yeah. Wow.
Because that was the only.
That was all they had.
That was all they had.
Probably.
Yeah. She came back super, like they were very, very neglected. And so we were grateful that we had the opportunity to keep the sibling group together.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And keep
then
that
too,
level.
At that extreme, you guys help your parents immensely
Yeah.
by helping with the needs of those babies that needed the extra attention because
Yeah.
your
There's a
mom
lot.
wouldn't have been able to do all of it unless she had all
Yeah,
of
there's
you guys
no
to
way
help.
this whole household would have worked. I'm sure you guys know.
Yeah.
There's no way that household would have worked if we hadn't all been there in some way.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, because you all bring something to the table.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
and
and
even
helping.
now,
Yeah.
family Christmas parties are just psychotic. And it's like, all hands on deck, everybody. Now the grandkids are in here and we're like, we can't be here. My kid needs a nap. And it's just, again, it's all hand on deck.
And that's how we have 2 less than you guys. So
Only 2.
yeah. So
2 is a world of a difference.
yeah.
2 could be. I mean, but then when you get to the, as far as the get-togethers, 2 is not any different.
No.
Add 4, it's like you're not going to notice at that point.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and then you start getting the great grandkids, which we have now.
That's so crazy.
So
Congratulations.
Preston, Shannon's got 3 grandkids.
That's so cool.
So yeah, so then she's a great grandma.
Yeah.
My mom.
So crazy.
Yeah,
great grandma
our
back
family.
in the days.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like,
She is not a great grandma type.
No.
She's like, I'm going skiing.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, she's going to Disneyland.
Oh,
She goes to Disneyland.
Yeah.
that needs to be my great grandma.
Yeah, she doesn't
days.
ski, but we go to Disneyland.
That'd be nice. Can I come?
Yeah.
If I just like fill in the background,
Sure, that's what I always
I'll
do.
take your hairstyle. No one will notice.
Okay. We'll
They'll
swap.
notice our personality differences.
Yeah.
But if they just don't see our faces, we'll be just
We'll just
fine.
swap hair.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it.
Yeah, we go all the time, and I just like slide my. You can ask my kids. I'll just go by myself.
Yeah, they're
with
like,
them.
Well, that's
All my
amazing.
kids are grown, so
that's
it's like
true.
she's 31.
No way.
Yeah, and then Zachary's what 27.
yeah, something like that.
You know, so it's
crazy.
just like they're all adults. I don't need to be home. So
Yeah.
if my parents are gone, I'm like I just slide.
Yeah,
right
they're
in
like,
there.
oh, we're going to Disneyland.
So
Okay,
fun.
tell me the dates. We'll buy our tickets.
Yeah,
We just
what
kind of
we do.
invite ourselves. It's great.
I
do
love that.
Yeah, we totally
Wish
do
I could
that.
afford that, but you know, like
It is expensive, and
Yeah.
that's why I like going with them because I stay in their hotel room and
that
they
makes
drive,
sense.
and so then I just have to feed myself and buy my ticket.
that's so,
And my dad's military,
so the military
so
discount.
I get a military discount.
That's
So,
what we're working on for next year for our little kids.
Yeah.
Because one will still be under 3.
Yeah.
And the other one will be just about to start school.
Yeah.
So that's what our goal is. But then we do have military family members. So,
See, and that's good too.
and we're driving.
Yeah, I know. See, all the ways you can save the money.
It'll,
Gotta
it'll add up.
take advantage of it.
Yeah, and then maybe look into the BR.
Airbnbs.
Yeah,
I haven't looked into those yet.
there is some condo ones. We had someone tell us that were nice, and they were close to the main strip of Disneyland.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
downtown Disney.
Yeah, I can see if I can get the name of them and see. Because we stay at Marriott. Is it Marriott?
I think, yeah, it's Marriott.
That my
it's just like
parents
around the
say.
corner.
We went for our honeymoon and we went through Getaway today and we went to the Wyndham. It was like a 10-minute walk. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But obviously we were newlyweds. We had so much energy.
Yeah, I know.
And it was right after all the kids started school. There was 0 lines.
Oh,
my
see, that's
gosh.
nice.
The longest one we waited was 20 minutes.
Okay, we don't wait in lines because if Kinder goes, because she's autistic, you can get something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
to help.
DAS.
And
awesome.
my parents take both my brothers who have problems, and so we get the DAS with them also.
That's so cool.
So
I'm glad they have those.
Yeah, oh my
because
gosh, it's a
overstimulation.
lifesaver. Yes.
yeah.
It's a huge lifesaver.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting off track of talking
I'm
about
really
your,
good at that.
your story. So your mom's gotten all these kids. Okay, so
Yeah.
how do you feel your adoption experience has been? And it's an interracial adoption, which we didn't discuss.
Yeah, that's true. So just another little recap of my family. So
Yeah.
now there's 12 kids. The foster children, their mom did have twins after that, but we didn't adopt them because the state has kept her custody of them. So we do have 5 of the siblings from that group, but there is a very large interracial aspect of this because my father is my adopted father. He's half Japanese. Mm-hmm. And then my mom has like ancestries of German blood and all of the Europeans coming here.
Yeah.
And then, so their kids are all a quarter Japanese.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say their kids. Their biological children are all, I do that all the time. Their biological kids are all part Japanese. And then Houston and I, the first ones that were adopted through Active Love, we are both African American.
Yeah.
And so everyone just assumed we were twins, which was the worst thing ever because we were always in the same grade.
Yeah.
And again, we're like one of the 5 people in the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're only 2 months apart. And people are like, what? And I'm like, yes,
How
we're
does that
adopted.
work?
Yeah. That's not how pregnancy works.
Like,
Nope.
she had one, and then she had another one 2 months later.
No wonder I was in the NICU.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
see?
Not for that long. 2 different families, I promise. And then the next one. So then they had their last biological son.
Yeah.
And then the sister that we adopted was from Hawaii. So she's Polynesian.
Yes.
And then the last 5 are all of Spanish descent. So it's like a big, giant, fun conglomeration of different ethnicities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
So
Christmas
United
card.
Nations.
It really is.
That's how our
Yeah.
family is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, you know, we
The
have
Christmas
a
cards are
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I mean, you have everything.
You really do.
It's like, okay,
like
you're
one year.
dating who? What? Okay, just bring them.
Yep.
Your
bring them.
Christmas card is so fun because it's just like this big long line and there's like
Exactly.
all
It's a
everybody
line.
like different.
Well, that's like when we went to that thing, the red carpet.
Yeah.
We did this picture, and not even all of us were there, but it's like it goes like a swarm because we've got the
There's like
Asian, black,
biracial,
so it's
black.
like all
It's
over
so
we're
fun.
everywhere. Yeah.
To everybody else, okay, this is really fun.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize why everyone thought my family was so different until I think my senior year, maybe my junior year of high school, which common sense isn't common.
No.
Mine is not. But there was one time where I was looking at this family because they had like 3 kids in high school at the same time as us. Mm-hmm. And they all looked exactly the same. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what on earth? I was telling my friend, and I was like, I don't understand. Their whole family looks exactly like the other person.
Yeah.
And they just looked at me.
Like clones.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know what you're
And they
talking
just
about.
looked at me and they're like, that's normal.
Well, Shannon and I don't look anything alike.
Right.
My
And so it's
sister,
like-
and we're biological. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It's
No.
just sometimes they're cloned and sometimes
It's true.
they're not, you know, and
And when it's like one of those beautiful families and they're copy paste, it's like, well, that's rude. Thanks. But like, I finally
How did that
understood
happen?
why
Yeah.
people are like, you guys are siblings?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Like, not obvious.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
When Kaylee stands next to me and we're sisters. What? You're what? 'Cause
Okay.
because Kaylee's black. Just if no, you know, but
yeah.
And so, yeah, when she stands next to me, they're like, but then it's my daughter. Nobody questions though.
Which
You
is
know.
the super weird thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so
That
funny.
she's my daughter. Everyone just assume, it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
But then if Chris goes out with our kids, they all assume they're adopted.
It's so weird.
I know it's strange. Does your mom have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my husband,
Yeah.
which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because again, one of my girls, again,
Yeah,
same
you
father,
saw it, yeah.
same father. And one of my girls is lighter
Yep.
with light brown, very, very spirally hair. And the other one is dark
Yeah.
with almost the exact same hair as mine.
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding you. Before we had the second one, we went to the little pretend beach over there in Harriman.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's me and my husband and my oldest daughter. I kid you not. We are in the water and this girl sitting behind us, which is even more fun because she's an influencer.
Yeah. Oh.
We came to find this out later and we
Yeah.
laughed so hard. Anyway, but she looked at me and she goes, "Are you the nanny?"
Oh.
I'm like, "I'm here on a Saturday. You think I'm here on a Saturday with a single dad sitting here like with nothing better to do while I watch his kid?" No. At this point, okay, keep in mind, at this point, I'm like 26. I'm like, no, honey, try again. Like, we gave her the benefit of the doubt. We were nice. We were like, no, actually, like, this is my kid.
Yeah.
And she's like, wow. I was like,
What?
what? Like, apparently, you can have a kid that doesn't look like you.
Hey.
So weird.
Shocking. Yeah.
So weird.
So surprising that happens because I
That's so funny.
don't look like I came from my parents. I don't think, but I mean maybe
Yeah.
a here or there, but
Every once in a while, you make the same facial expression.
yeah. I mean personality wise, I pick up some of my
yeah.
dad's stuff, but yeah,
And you have to wonder if it's nature or nurture.
it's true.
That's
There's
the
a
fun
lot.
thing.
There's a lot. There is some that just comes with it, and some
Yeah.
that's nurture. Yeah.
And I think that's what's really interesting about adoption is a lot of the times you wonder growing up if it's nature or nurture.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is you learn you can't have one without the other.
No. Yeah. There's some that you're just built. It's just built in you.
Yes.
Yes.
And unfortunately, that's how like babies that have
Yeah.
alcohol and things in the womb, like
Yeah.
that's
How
where
it
you see
affects
more
them.
of the nurture thing or sorry, nature.
Yeah.
Where they end up already craving those things and they're more susceptible to those things later
Yeah.
on. Like
Yeah.
one drink, they're hooked.
Yeah.
And that's so unfair, especially to a baby that has no control over anything.
And the drugs, because then they come out addicted, and then after that, very high strung,
Oh yeah.
nervous system shot because of all of it, and that's something that they carry.
Yeah.
You know.
For the rest of their life.
Yeah. Anxiety, more anxiety prone, and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's true. This poor child, she's got a lot of nurture in her because she's a lot like everybody tells her she's like me.
You get it all
That's
the time.
awesome.
All the
Got a
time.
good mom right there to be.
I
You're
do.
like, she's got lots of flaws, but don't worry.
I know I do have lots of flaws.
As parents, we have plenty. They come out more in parenting.
Yeah, I always tell, I'm like, I'll pay for the counseling. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Like, I'm so sorry I passed this on. It was given to me. This was not a gift.
I didn't mean to give it to you, too.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so it's like, we'll help with counseling payments. I don't know what else to say.
Can someone else pay for this? I didn't choose this either. And that's how I feel with my daughter and her ADHD.
Yeah.
Because we didn't realize that I had it until, like, she had it, and the doctors were like, have you noticed this symptom or this symptom? And she scored so high on that chart.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew it. But I also have a lot of the adopted siblings have ADHD.
Yeah.
And my brother that was my same age was on like the ADHD scale so high that we just never assumed I had it.
Yeah.
And like it just went unnoticed because I was so
because you were next to someone that was so extreme.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And so
I was
then you're
very
comparing.
independent.
Yeah. You're like comparing, which it manifests differently
Yes,
in
exactly.
each person, you know, so and with the autism spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. So the inattentiveness.
It never looks the same.
It
right?
never does. And so that's what sucks.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
It sucks.
You totally can. You can say that. You can say that and more. I've sworn.
I have kids, so I'm just like, I don't know what. We don't say stupid in this house. We don't say sucks in this house. So it's like, it feels weird to say.
We do that. We say that.
That's my bad word.
Stupid. Stupid and
That's
sex.
so funny.
That's really good if that's your bad words. That's really.
There's
you're
other
doing
words
great.
that go through my head. I just haven't said them yet.
Yes.
It's fine. I hope. I don't think I've sworn in front of my kids yet. It's been 5
Really?
years.
See,
Wow.
that's good. It's really good.
Sworn in front of their husband.
Okay,
Or my
well,
husband.
don't put them in front of me because odds are they might get a swear word out of me.
They hear lots of music, but they know which
Yeah.
ones not to repeat.
You hope. See, Kendra was like which she has the memory that you don't want a child to have.
I
and
get
so then she remembers the bad words and goes and says it in front of the in-laws that it does matter that you don't want to say it in front of
Yeah, that
my
was
side. It
always
was
fun.
okay,
that. Yeah.
but my husband's side, not so much.
Our oldest does the same thing.
Yeah.
She's like, Mom, they said that. It's a bad word. They can't say, and like just goes and we're like, stop it.
Like, please
stop
just
it.
stop. Just stop. No more.
Well, I told my kids that they were destined to be in trouble because my first word was the F word.
That's awesome.
But I thought it was a truck. But I would say it's
about the same.
Yeah.
When you
It's
get
not
stuck
my
behind
fault.
those, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like it. I was playing with the fuck. Not
Sounds
a
good to
truck.
me.
So there you have it.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
No.
I wouldn't recommend playing around with that word
No.
because that's how you usually have to end up adopting and setting the kids for adoption. But
Yeah.
that is how pregnancy tends to work, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. If you're on the back of one, yes.
Yes.
Yes. You're right.
But
Never happened,
yeah,
but
no,
it does happen.
it does happen.
Okay, so moving on.
Sorry, I can talk.
No,
for
you're fine.
hours.
I get off topic because it's easy to talk because
The ADHD in this
we
room
know
is
each
strong.
other. Yeah.
We're just bouncing off each other.
It's just as like we know each other, and so it's like normal for
Yeah.
us to just sit and talk. So
And then we forget that like
we're here
we have
for a
to
purpose.
do. Yes.
So
a
I
business
tried to
part.
reel us in a little bit.
Good, because I won't.
Okay, so we're moving on. All of the adopted kids. So
And different races. What
Yeah.
was that like?
I will say this is really inappropriate, but we crack so many jokes that are so inappropriate all the time. And like if you didn't know the rest of my family, we would sound really racist. It seriously is so bad. As adults, it's even worse. I'm not gonna lie. Because
Isn't
now
it funny that you learn that kind of behavior? Because see, in our family, I just adopted Black children. That I just stayed with that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted them to be the minority
Yeah.
in somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I knew that here they wouldn't be the minority.
love that.
They would always be the minority.
Yeah.
And so I wanted them to be the majority.
Yeah,
in
and
our
they have a
house.
community somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And
That's
so
awesome.
that's why I just did that. But in our my family, my siblings, we have a whole range of everything.
Right.
So they get all of it. Like your
Everything.
and yours is just your immediate family.
So yeah, we make jokes all the time about how the Japanese ones are smarter and they got better grades because they're Japanese.
Yeah.
And they're my parents' biological kids because my parents are so smart and they're better at everything. Like, we are so bad about it, and my mom is so sick of it.
Yeah.
She's like,
I'm
you guys
sure.
knock it off. You are all equal to me. Knock it off. So,
You're like, well, actually.
Yeah.
well, actually, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Again,
Actually, she's my favorite, and he is very smart.
we know who the favorites are. We just don't say it out
right.
loud in front of my mom.
But all the kids know.
Oh, yeah. That's how it always goes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
There's always a
unfortunately.
favorite. There's always a favorite.
I have my favorite at different times of the day.
It depends on how that kid is that day.
Yes. It's
so
never
true.
one constant favorite.
Yeah.
It's depends on how your day's going and their day's going. And I
Yeah.
can say that both of them are my favorites at different times.
Yeah.
No one explained that to me.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Rightfully so. But like, why would you
you
tell your
kind
kid
of have
that?
to learn. You
Yeah.
kind of have to learn it when you're a mom.
Again, common sense
that,
isn't
yeah.
common.
No.
It's going to be my theme of the day.
Common sense is not common.
No, but yeah, it's really fun as adults because we've all matured a little bit to know it's not personal.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, we took everything personal.
Yeah.
And so now it's fun because a lot of us have kids. And so we'll just be like, what, are you going to put your kid in a gang? Like,
Yeah.
again, shouldn't say that. Never should say that to someone. But like, we say stuff like that all the time. It's so bad, but it's fun.
Yeah.
But I thought a couple years back, and I'm like, I wonder why we do that as human beings, especially adoptees. I think it's almost a learned behavior to protect yourself from someone else's comment before they make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely for
And
sure.
I'm like,
yeah,
that's so sad.
Well, because Kinsey, and we noticed that with Kinsey because her being Korean, and people would say stuff and she would laugh along with them.
Right.
And we're like,
That's not okay.
That's not funny.
it's not okay. And we're like, they shouldn't be saying that.
No.
And she's like, it's fine. And we're like, no, really, it's not
No.
fine. And I think that it is. It's a protecting, and
Yeah.
because you don't want to really think, oh, these people really are awful and not my friends if
Right.
they're making these kinds of jokes.
Right. And, so you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I'll make the joke first because then it puts everybody else at ease.
Yeah.
But then also, like, it doesn't have to be offensive if it's coming from me.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so it is a really interesting way to think about how where you're raised affects that. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, your ethnicity and your race play a lot into it too, even though you don't have any control over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to learn how to control something that was given to you, whether or not you liked it.
Yeah.
And there are times, I'm not gonna lie, where I'm like, unsubscribe. I don't want to be black anymore. Unsubscribe. I'm not paying for this subscription.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
No.
I
Unfortunately.
have some like that though. Well, your skin color never goes away.
I felt like that too, though. Like being the only black kid in class when slavery comes up, and I'm like, okay, can
And
we
they should
not
have thought. They
do
should have
this?
thought about that kinds of stuff. I
No,
mean,
why
in
would you
all
think
honesty.
about that? No,
You know
that
what I mean?
bothers me so
Yeah,
often.
and that everybody looks at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, let me look at you, you white slave owners. Like,
It's so awkward.
it really is. I'm like, this might be part of my story, but it's not me.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
like
like
I
a
wasn't
heritage.
there. I didn't
Yeah.
experience it. I just happened to have the
his-
look
in history,
that happened to.
again, it's like something was given to me, but it doesn't mean it's my fault.
Yeah.
And you can't look on me thinking like, oh, she looks like a slave. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. Or they almost like look like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, what are you
Yeah.
apologizing for? You guys didn't.
I don't need your pity.
Yeah.
And then you wear what you want and they start stereotyping you. Oh, she's wearing camo. She wears it because she's a black girl. Obviously. She's got hoop earrings. Oh. I don't wear camo
Oh, you don't?
for that exact reason.
I didn't know that camo was a thing for black
It's
people.
exactly. It's just one of those dumb stereotypes where it's
And
like,
see, I wouldn't even.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
oh,
one
that's
either.
good. Thank goodness. Yeah, I know.
So you can wear camo.
Hallelujah.
We didn't know about it. Kendra wears camo.
I have camo
Yeah,
joggers
yeah.
I wear all the time.
Yeah.
That's
See,
interesting.
I love my camo joggers, and I'm just like,
You're okay with
Where
that?
am I gonna wear them?
The hoop earrings, I understand.
Like
Yeah.
the hoop earrings, like the jewelry,
Anything
the nails,
big or, like,
flashy.
anything big, or if you have flashy, if you have colored hair.
Yeah.
Like, I think me and my friends that are adopted as well, like, we've talked about that a lot because it's so unfair, at least where we grew up, that people will base an entire culture off one black person they know.
Yeah.
And that happened a lot. I'm like, I feel like I have to represent an entire race of people who I don't even understand or know
Yeah.
just because my skin color looks the same.
Well, to another, I have a brother who went and dressed like he grew up in like the hood.
Yeah. I
Because
have my brother like that.
do you know what I mean?
Same
and,
age.
and,
Yep.
and we're like, you grew up in the hood of Draper. It's not the same.
No.
You know, you're not like this tough.
You're not like this gangster thug
Yes.
looking dude with
No,
your
that's
do-rag.
how my brother is too.
yeah.
Like,
And it's just
your
like-
chains are pathetic. Like,
Like
But see, but that's the thing though, is that, I mean, you felt like you were representing, but you didn't conform to what the
what,
stereotype
like, black
was.
should be.
well, there are
What
lots of
black
times that I've
is.
wanted to, but
Yeah.
then again, that fear of just like, we're already so not
Stereotype.
like, yeah, I'm going to be stereotyped anyway because I still live here.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't want to bring any unwanted attention to myself or to my family because I dyed my hair, which is so
See, and
unfair.
and Kinsey though, she's Korean.
Right.
And she dyed her hair blonde.
right.
And then my Kendra Lynn, she has colored hair all the time. And I tell her, do it. Because, you know, it's, you want to stand out and that's her way of doing it. That's fine. I'm like, do it. I don't care.
I love that. I can't get over that mental barrier.
See, and
able
that's
to.
sad because did you have that barrier?
Not really. I kind of just like wore what I want, but I did kind of like notice that like, oh, like since I don't like look like that, like people like,
Like
look at
the
me different. Like, what's
stereotypical.
wrong with you? Like, are you not
Yeah.
black? Or
Yes.
is that, like,
Yeah, you get both
That's
sides of it.
Yeah. And I think that that's more of it, that you dress white,
Yes.
right?
Have you been called whitewashed before?
yeah.
Yeah, all the time. Oh, you don't sound black. You're
Yeah,
smarter
you
than
don't-
I
you
thought
don't
a black
talk
person was
black.
going to be.
You don't talk black.
Yeah,
Yeah. You don't.
drives me nuts.
Yeah. I had a friend who's biracial and she said that she goes, no, they don't talk because her kids, she married a black man and he was from the South.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
so that she went back there and let them go to school there for a year and they got stuff because they don't talk
Yep.
like the rest of the kids did. And she said, no, she goes, the difference is it's not whitewashed. She goes, it's not, they're talking like white people are talking proper English.
They speak like they're educated.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she said, that's what it comes down to. She's like, it's not anything but that.
Right.
So-
and for the record,
Yeah.
white people are not just educated. They don't talk that way just because they're white.
No.
But it's also not like education only goes to white people.
No.
Yeah.
So it's like,
exactly. And it's just like I think too, where you're raised.
yeah.
And
That plays a big
and
part.
that comes into the nurture,
Yeah.
you know, and nature part of it, because their surroundings and you absorb that too,
Oh, for sure.
you know. So
We got lucky it was Draper.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I think
Yeah.
about that all the time. I have
that.
a half sister that I recently met probably 2 years ago just through
and let's
ancestry.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So now you are married and you have children.
Right.
Did you ever meet your birth mom or want to meet your birth mom, or what does that look like?
So, good thing I didn't wear the eyeliner. Gotta reel it in real quick.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I never met my birth mom. We've had different communication styles growing up because in her mind, as an 18, 19-year-old girl, she thought an open adoption meant that essentially she could co-parent.
Okay.
And so my mom was really good about, my adoptive mom, was really good about keeping that line of communication open.
Yeah.
And active love, rightfully and smartly, tells you that around a year you should probably start breaking it off, because not only does the child need to make that nurture with their family, but the birth mom needs to be able to let go as well.
Yeah.
And they don't ever have to let go. You can't ever let go of a child completely.
No, and we do it like you said, case by case basis.
Right.
If there is kind of problems, then we say maybe pull back a little bit.
Yeah.
But it always stays open.
Right.
You know, and there's always that possibility. But like you said, yeah, it's a case by case, because we
Right.
have some that are like very open through the whole thing.
Right.
But that's also goes into play each person individually.
Right. And so my birth mom was thinking, oh, this is like what's going to happen. Like, I'll get to talk to her every week. And it's like, no. Because again, I was given at 3 months old. Like, I grew up with my family. My family is my family.
Yeah.
And then
So
every,
you were 3 months old when she placed you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
and so I grew up here.
Yeah.
This is my story. This is exactly where it started. And, you know, again, I'm really glad that it was Draper.
Yeah.
But like, also my birth mom, communication wise with my mom, she was very abusive and very toxic, just because it was kind of like a impossible to please situation where my mom would try to send her like something happy about me, something that like I accomplished, so that she could be a part of it. And then instead she took it as, oh, you're showing off to me that I don't get this. You're showing me that like I missed out.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not what the point was.
Yeah.
And then she'd say like, oh, I'm having a little bit of a hard time with like this aspect of it, like any advice. And then she'd be like, oh, you're not grateful. You're not grateful that I gave you this child and that you get to keep them. You want to talk about problems? Like, let's talk about my problems, you know?
Okay.
And so it was just impossible to please either way.
Yeah.
And it got so bad that like I've seen my mom weep over text messages and over calls. And like, I've seen my mom so hurt by it on so many levels. And what's sad is that my birth mom communicated with her better than any of the other adoptees in my family. And so as hard as it is to not hear from birth parents, and sometimes it's almost better.
Yeah.
And my adoptive mom, my mom, I'm just going to refer to her as my mom because she is my mom. She kept that line of communication open for me specifically, just so that I would have the option if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I'll always be grateful for that because that was not something that she should have had to endure.
Yeah.
And that's so unfair to put her in that situation and blame her for being prepared to have a child when my birth mom wasn't.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I haven't met her.
Yeah.
She wasn't stable when she had me, which I'm grateful she gave me up for that reason, because it would have been really unhealthy for me to grow up in that environment.
Yeah.
But she's still not stable even now. Like, I never know if she's telling a half-truth or if she's telling me.
So you have communication here and there?
Yeah. So there was one point where it was really toxic after I got home from serving a service mission or a gospel teaching mission in Africa. And I was about to have my first daughter. And I was like, you know, if I was a mom and I was a birth mom, I can't imagine how betrayed I would feel if my child never reached out to me. And I had reached out a few times at this point, and it had been awful. Like, not awful, but like, we just were not on the same page. She always wanted me to come visit, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable to come visit. I don't feel safe. Yeah. And then she would, like, she just wasn't stable enough for me to feel safe.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, this is a really big part of my life, and I can't really hide from that. And so either I let her in a little bit and kind of make a boundary line, or I choose not to and just kind of cut her out forever. But again, my mom went through all of that, and I didn't want to just throw that away.
Yeah.
And
so you thought about just giving her one more shot because you were pregnant and everything.
Yeah, and I had a lot of hormones, and I'm like, with Mother's Day, it would be so unfair.
Yeah.
Again, like any child, whether you adopt it or not, that child is part of your life always. Yeah. You are always thinking about that child, always.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yes.
And so anyway, I kind of opened that communication line up again, and it was hard because I love seeing this mark in the table where I can see people doing the exact same thing that I'm doing now. I just realized that. I'm like, that fits really well.
Everybody's doing that.
Don't mind me deflecting. It's fine.
Coping.
And then
it's a coping skill.
It is a coping mechanism. Okay. And so I decided, I'm like, okay, I want to let her in, but I don't know to what extent.
Yeah.
And that's been really hard because my husband doesn't know anybody who's adopted. He doesn't have anyone in his life that has. And so the only experience he has with that is my experience and my family's experience. Yeah. And so, again, for better or for worse, that's all he's got.
Yeah.
And so it makes him feel uncomfortable because he doesn't know her. All he's kind of seen is the instability. And he doesn't know how much he wants her in our children's lives.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Uh-huh. And he's just like...
You have to build a relationship to feel comfortable
and
with
that. He hasn't done that because he hasn't felt... I don't know. I don't know what his feelings are.
I think it's just something that's going to take you time
to
do. You know what I mean? And
it's gotten a little better.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't like to talk on the phone. She'll call for Christmas.
Which is hard.
And I let her call for a couple other reasons. But yeah, he doesn't like to be in the phone call.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be in the conversation. It's just uncomfortable for him. And I'm like, it's still uncomfortable for me just because I'm still not sure how to navigate it. But like, it's something that I've learned how to do. And to be frankly honest, as long as I don't bring up the past or ask about my adoption story, the conversations are fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't have to worry about the
So
boundaries.
you've learned your boundary.
I've learned my boundary.
You know where not to go.
Yes. Which is really sad because then I just have to take her at face value, which makes it hard to develop a relationship.
That's all true.
And so when you tell half truths at face value, then all of a sudden that trust becomes rocky again.
Yeah.
And so, but there's a lot of inconsistencies in her story that I've found over time, which makes it hard. And which makes it hard for me to want to go see her because I'm like, I don't know if I'm safe.
Yeah.
Let alone my kids.
Yeah. Is she out? She's out of state, I'm assuming?
She's out of state.
Okay.
And so, but I'm like, there was one time where I decided to send her a family Christmas card. And it was a really big decision for me because I was like, either I put our return address on this or I don't. And that sounds really dumb, but at the same time, I'm like, either I give her complete access to where I'm at and she has the ability to come out here.
That's scary.
It's scary. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. And I was like, luckily I'm gonna try. And she was respectable. She's never come out here.
Yeah.
But even still, like that worry in the back of my head where I'm like, at any moment, she really could just come knock on my door.
Yeah, the what if.
And at that point, not only would it be terrifying and shocking, just because, I don't know, it's not that I would feel like my safety net would be invaded.
Yeah.
It's not anything
Your
against
safe
her,
space.
but my safe space in my house that I've built, that we've purchased and we've made a home, my space would be invaded all of a sudden.
Without inviting her in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she's been good about not doing that, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I got lucky on that. Because again, my common sense isn't common. But it is still a fear in the back of my head because I wouldn't know how to deal with that situation.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting there, which is funny because on the flip side, my birth father, I started talking to him after I came home from my mission
so
as well.
you know him.
So I know him.
Okay.
We text fairly frequently,
Okay.
but he's very mature, which is really funny because
He's immature.
no, very mature.
Mature.
He's very charming.
Okay.
Very outgoing. I'm like,
So
I see.
like polar
I see.
opposite.
Yeah, polar opposite.
Of your birth father.
I feel totally safe and confident with him.
Yeah.
I can share anything with him.
And you're fine.
And I'm fine.
And he'll talk to you about whatever.
Yeah. And I can fact check anything he says to me.
Yeah.
And it all comes out true.
Yeah.
And it's so
So was he
odd.
around when she placed?
No. He was
wasn't.
mad when he found out.
So he didn't even know.
No, he had no idea until I was like 9 or 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then she told
So
him.
she didn't name him then.
No. So, sorry, I'm going to tell your story for a minute here. But she was engaged to another man.
Okay. So she really didn't know who the father was.
Well, it gets better.
Oh, okay.
So she was engaged to another man. And then I don't know for what reasons, but I know the reasons. I'm not going to share those reasons.
Yeah, no, that's
Anyway, she went and traveled to my birth father and his best friend who were on base, different states. Like they were not anywhere near each other. She went and traveled there and slept with both him and his best friend.
Oh, well, hello.
Yeah, who are both black.
Okay.
Okay.
She's white.
Yeah.
Her husband is white. Her engaged-to-be husband is white.
We've had this happen before.
All right.
Oh, yeah. So
totally
it's not
have
like
happened before.
oh, no, why is she dark? Like, it's not
When
that
she
hard to
delivered
figure
you.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously you start out light and then you get darker.
Yes, you do.
And, like, in that man's defense, like, that's hard on him because it's just a constant reminder of an affair.
Yeah.
You know, and their relationship obviously wasn't stable in the first place.
No. Yeah.
And so, like, rightfully so, I think, from what I understand, I think he would have been willing to try.
Yeah.
But again, like, having that reminder for both of them, I think would have been really hard.
Right.
You can't really keep an infidel, what's the word? You can't really start with fidelity in a marriage if you didn't start in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, so with that, she assumed that I was the other guy she slept with, because again, same night.
Yeah.
2 guys.
Yeah.
2 black men. She assumed that it was the other guy whose kid I was. And that's what I thought my whole life.
Oh, really?
Okay.
And yeah, fun.
So then how did you find out it wasn't?
Well, this is where it gets even more fun.
He couldn't have children?
Surprise! So, plot twist.
Client found out that he couldn't have children?
Well, I don't know about that, but when I finally saw a picture of him, I was like, you've got to be kidding. Like, this guy that I don't know, I still don't know. I'm like, I don't look like my birth mom. I really don't. My husband says otherwise. Rude. But he says when I make certain facial expressions, I do.
That reminded me.
Yes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I really don't look like her.
Interesting.
And so when I didn't look like her or this man, I was
like, wait a
really
minute.
confused.
I was adopted by them too. What's
Exactly.
this about? Right?
No, exactly. Like, I just felt like an identity crisis my whole life growing up, because I was like, yes, I'm adopted. And yes, I know I'm a child of God, but like, I can't see God. I don't know what God looks like. I'm sure I have some sort of
you
his
want to know
feature.
who you look like, and see, that's
But it makes a really big difference.
yeah, and that's a hard thing for adoptive parents,
Right.
Especially if it's a closed adoption or something,
Right.
And the after effect. I mean, I always say with her family, I tried. The agency shut down, and so I couldn't get any of the information for the girls.
Yeah.
So the only benefit is that they have each other to look at.
Yeah.
Because they're biological siblings. So
cool.
her and Kendra can look, so they have someone that they kind of know would look like that. You
So
know.
you can compare a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey, we
you
do
can
look
see
alike.
like the similarities.
Yeah.
Like,
We do
and like we make like certain faces, and it's
Yeah.
like, and like looking at pictures, I'm like, oh, okay, I can see.
We
it.
need to not make that face anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, totally. And so when I realized I didn't look like her or this guy, I just felt really lost.
Yeah.
I was like, where do I fit? Because obviously I didn't fit there. And then in my family I grew up with, it's like, where do I fit here? Because I ended up being 5th child out of 12.
Yeah.
And I was the
You're
oldest
right in
girl.
the middle,
I was
yeah.
right in the middle. And with my brother being my polar opposite and trying to fix all of his mistakes, because I always had that fear. Oh, and it's not a fair fear, but I always had that fear that I wasn't going to be wanted again. And I know my parents would never, ever have like replaced me for adoption.
Okay, 5 minutes.
But
We
like,
have 5 minutes.
I always had that fear that I wasn't going to be enough for someone else.
Yeah.
And so,
And see, and that's a sad thing, because I don't want any adopted child to ever feel like
Yeah.
that. Because as far as being an adoptee, you're loved by your birth parent. In order for her to place, I mean, your circumstance is a little bit different.
right.
But the birth mom always loves the baby.
Right.
It has nothing to do with not loving.
Right. The whole reason.
They're doing it is
Right.
because of the love that they have.
But when you're essentially abandoned as a child, that's really hard to fathom as a child.
See, okay,
Yeah.
but you,
Here, now it's different. But like,
see, to see it as abandonment when they're not really abandoning you.
right.
They have selected a family, a
Right.
loving family for you to go into. It's not abandonment. To me, I think abandonment would be like left on the side of the road.
Right.
Right. And really tossed you out like garbage.
Right.
And that's not the circumstances.
Right.
I'm just wondering how we get past adoptees feeling that
Yeah.
peace, because it's all surrounded by love. I mean, you were loved by her,
Yeah.
no matter how messed up she was or is.
In the situation and all those things.
And
yeah.
all that. She still loved you.
Yes.
and you went into a home that loves you.
Yes.
And so you're surrounded by love. Mm-hmm. And so how do we get it so that adoptees realize that it's not you're not abandoned?
Yeah. And I think that's a really, really important question, because that's what things like this are for, what opportunities like this are for, is for other people to realize someone feels the same way.
Yes.
And there's a way to get over that.
Yes.
Because nobody wants to feel like for the rest of my life, I don't want to feel like no one wants me.
Yeah.
You know?
And why would you feel that? Your mother wanted you.
Oh, no, my
your
mother begged.
Your adoptive mom totally wanted you. I could testify to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so it's like you were so wanted in these situations. And so to think that you weren't, you know, is just heartbreaking.
I think a lot of that, I mean, I did some therapy. I think it's electromagnetic pulse therapy when I came home. And a lot of the feelings I learned, a lot of the feelings my birth mom had while I was a fetus in utero, a lot of the feelings and stress that she had,
you bring with you.
you bring with you.
Yeah, you totally do.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But like her anxiousness and her feelings of rejection from
so
talking to
you're
her
carrying
family.
too. Yeah.
So I was carrying the guilt before I was even born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when
Which
I
is
went through that
unfortunate.
therapy session, the therapist actually brought some of those up,
Yeah.
and she had to be led by some spirit, some guide, whatever you want to
Knew
call
what
it.
you needed.
Wow.
And I just bawled like I have never bawled before.
Yeah.
And what's even funnier is my disconnect from my brain and whatever. I started laughing hysterically.
Well, because you didn't know how to process.
It was
Right.
just a lot.
It was just a lot, and so my body was just reacting.
Yeah.
But that helped me a ton, because it was my body reacting, but my brain understanding for
Yeah.
the first time.
Which is good.
And that was probably when I was 20.
Yeah.
And so now I'm almost 30, 29. I may
Don't
not
do
look it,
Stay
but
there
I'm
as long as
29.
you can.
I'm gonna say, because they said that we only have 5 minutes. I think you're gonna have to come back.
Oh, episode 2, part 2.
I think we're gonna have a part 2, because
it's like The Office.
we can keep talking, and I know we could.
Yeah.
I totally know we could.
So let's hold
and
that
I
thought
want to
and
get
bring you back.
Yeah, because I want to dive more into that.
Yeah.
Because I think it's huge. I am going to end this one with something I always usually ask. And
Yeah.
are you glad that you were placed in the family that you were, even though they're Caucasian and you're biracial, it being in an interracial family and stuff? Are you happy with that? Do you feel like that was a good fit for you, or would you change it? Do you know, because race is an issue.
Yeah, for sure.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah.
And I always say that I see my children. I don't see a
Right.
color. And people get mad about that. But it's true, because she's my baby.
Yeah.
The first thing I look at is my child. I don't see, what color is her face or her skin. That's not what I do.
It's true.
I just see my baby.
It's true.
So, and I love her. I couldn't love her any more than if I did have her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
I don't see my kids and think, oh, you're white, you're less than, or oh, you're
Yes.
darker, you're less
yeah,
than.
you see your babies, and that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering how you feel as an adoptee, adopted by a Caucasian and then a half Japanese Caucasian.
I love my family.
Okay.
I'm so glad that I have the family that I do. As much as it came with its own challenges,
Yeah.
and challenges within the community and challenges of identity. Because again, you don't look like anyone in your
No.
family.
Yeah.
And so as much of the things that I had to navigate, I think that was the healthiest place for me to do it.
Yeah.
I might have felt like I was on my own, just trying to process things because I hid myself in that way. And again, that's on me as a child, not on my parents. And so
It's how you coped.
it's how I coped.
Yeah.
And I think that's important because, like, again, as an adult now, I would not have chosen any other family. If I had to give my child up for adoption for any reason, I would have given her to my family in a heartbeat,
Yeah.
no matter what she looked like.
Yeah.
And so I'm really glad that the family that I have was chosen, even though it grew exponentially. And I was given the responsibilities that I was.
Yeah.
I'm really, really glad that I ended up there and not somewhere else because, like I said, we'll get into that another time, but like my half siblings didn't end up in situations like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm glad.
So everyone's going to have to tune back in because we will have another podcast with her to come back. So.
The Secret Life of Brooklyn.
Yes.
Not
and she
nearly
says
as
that she'll
dramatic.
interview us, so I guess we'll see.
Oh, maybe
I'm
we can do
excited.
half and half.
Yeah.
We might need another 4 episodes, everybody.
Yeah, no, see.
Stay tuned.
Well, we love Brooklyn. We'll have you back as many times as you want to come back.
Thanks.
We will.
It'll be
totally
therapy
will.
sessions for all of us.
There we go.
It's fine.
good.
I kept the tears in today, but not next time.
You're good.
Sorry.
Did really good.
Okay, close us out, Liz.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you, Brooklyn. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to have you back because we just love you and just love talking to you.
Yay.
And it's been such a good time.
Thank
And
you.
if any of you guys out there want to adopt or have anybody looking to place for adoption, you can visit our website at www.activeloveadoptions.com.
Okay.
Also, before we end,
Okay.
I will say that the frequently asked questions, the FAQ page of your website and your Instagram and everything, that's actually super helpful.
Okay.
I mean, as far as not just for adoptees, but for people who are looking to adopt, if you haven't looked into that, you should, especially as an adoptee, because then you learn more about the birth situations as well.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting to do. But that also helps with the interview questions because it teaches us how to guide them and what you guys are wanting to know because we can't answer questions that we don't know people have.
Yes. See? Look, see, she's already getting planned to come on here again.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, no.
I have to be prepared.
She's going to take over for us. But we could always use all the help we can get.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
excited
you,
to come back.
Brooklyn.
Thank you.